guys, we'll go through the walkthrough, but I was the first one there at 6:50 in the morning, and it is noon, and I was the last one out because the drawer system that they installed, it was a little bit, they didn't take into account the bed rug. So they had to pull it all back apart and notch the back of it so it will fit flush in there and work as it should. So that took them a while, and then other than that, everything else went good. We did a test of all the electrical stuff right in front of me. Just basic walkthrough. I'll go over all that stuff with you guys, but I did opt for the trail ride, and there's about 5 or 6 of us. We're all headed out to, it's called the Feathers, and a couple guys are going to camp out there. For us Gladiator owners, our tailgate has like a lip on it. Pacific Campers sells a Jeep Gladiator, that plastic part that goes on the top of the factory tailgate. They sell a flat one, so if you get that, you could pop that on, and then you could open up the, I'll show you guys a video of it, but if you get that, you could open up the top. But as of now, I gotta open up the tailgate first and then open up the back hatch. Whereas if you have that flat thing, you could open up either or. So that's something that we gotta look at. I've been rolling around with my shocks on super soft because of the no weight in the back, and now I got weight, so I do need to tighten those back, or click those shocks back over to compensate for the weight now. But it rides so much better now with the weight, because before I got the AEV super heavy duty springs, and before it was super stiff without all the weight on the back. But now weight's back there, so she's riding good again. You definitely tell by the rake. I still have a little bit of a rake, but it's not like, you know, 70s supercar or 70s muscle car rake. He says about 50 minutes to the Feathers area ride, and I'm pretty sure I passed it yesterday coming in. So yeah, so it's on my way home, so might as well, right? Staff was great, installers were great, met a bunch of cool people up here. Yeah, everyone is like, you know, all these guys are like kids in Christmas, myself included, you know, like getting all this stuff, getting your camper installed that, you know, paid a lot of money for and put on a waiting list. The plan was originally to drive all the way out to Cannon Beach on the Pacific coast, but where Wenatchee sits is that there's a mountain range right here. There's a bunch of snowstorms and rain over the passes. It's all, the travel times are extended. The snowplows can't keep up at this time, and they just dealt with a bunch of flooding too, so we're not gonna go do that. This is a place called the Feathers. A lot of rock climbing and camping area, recreational.
You've reached your destination. Hooray! Here's an autograph. Great to meet you. Bye.
Well, this is it for Washington. We're gonna start heading back. I want to show you guys this last little spot right here. We're parked over here. But check this out. It's a nice hike to a waterfall down there. You got the Columbia River down over there. I don't know if you guys seen Joe Rogan podcast with the UFO experts, but they're talking about how the glacier impact and how all this was flooded, and they were actually standing out. I'll link it down below, but they were actually standing over there, and this is where it all where all the glacier water came out of. At least that's the theory, right? God, I'm gonna miss this area. So good morning. It is Sunday, 7:26 p.m. Mountain Time. 33 degrees outside. We are in central Utah, Highway 6. An hour and a half from I-70. Doing good. 21 miles per gallon. So we probably lost 1 to 2 miles per gallon with the camper, which gonna have that. I drove through the night. We got a pretty sunrise. I think I left Washington at 3:30, 3 or 3:30. I'll have to look. Yeah, we've been driving for about 14 hours maybe. Good thing I got a good night's sleep last night. I'm gonna stop at Moab, reset the rig, take a nap, continue on. I think I've hit 70 going over the Colorado border. I'm gonna check the weather, but I'm gonna definitely stop, do some film work, and take a nap. Moab, right there at I-70. Jeep's doing good. I need to tighten up the rear sway bar adjustment on the Hellwig. I had to have the max loose setting, or the max soft setting, because I had no weight. Now I got the weight on there, so it feels good now, but now, you know, the on-ramps, it's too loose in the rear. So, I'll tighten that up. Right outside of Albuquerque. Looks like they're moving some propeller blades for the windmills. Wind farm. I guess that's where all the traffic was. Got beautiful sunset. So we've been driving for over 24 hours. I got a hotel 3 hours away in Amarillo, right off I-40. good reviews, like 120 after taxes. We're just gonna crash there and should be home tomorrow. Requested first floor parking, facing the parking lot. Although it looks like it, I mean, it's Amarillo. There's a lot of hotels right there, so it should be a good area. Free breakfast in the morning. I love these sunsets, man. Good morning. We are almost home. Probably another. It's 8 o'clock now. We still have one more time change, so I'm probably just gonna drive it. Driving over this way, I said Amarillo will stop. I went on Expedia, looked at all the hotel reviews. This Country Inn and Suites had like the best like star review. I don't know who's rated, who they're paying to put all those reviews in, but the room was clean. You know, I would have turned around. Well, if it was earlier, I would have turned around and went across the street to the nicer one, the newer building. But I didn't get in until like 10 last night. I'm exhausted from driving for like 36 plus hours. The room is straight out of like 1991 with the old furniture, and it's got a cable box for the TV. The fridge was so loud I had to unplug it so I can go to bed, because it's just, everything was just, hasn't been touched since 1991-ish. Remind me of when we used to go to like Florida, you know, when I was like 7 years old, like the rooms then. I mean, even at like the 120 bucks I paid for the room with taxes, like I don't think I would have even paid 60 bucks to stay there. All right, it is 5 p.m. We are in the Ozarks. I think yesterday was the shortest day of the year as far as sunlight, but we're in the Ozarks. We're about 12 hours away from home still, so all right guys, I'm gonna call it. Since I still have a little bit of daylight left, that'll be it for this video. Please like, subscribe, comment. I'm gonna have a lot of videos coming out soon on the Lone Peak camper once I start digging into it and kind of going over that. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit that notification bell so you'll get awareness of me putting out modifications videos on the Lone Peak camper. Thanks for following along. Thanks for watching it. Appreciate all of you watching. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll see you next year.